Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name's Natalie and I do videos on handbag reviews, unboxings, a bit of luxury eye candy. So if you're into any of those, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you back. So in today's video, I'll be talking about the new Dyson Corrale. I guess it's not technically new because it did come out last year, or was first launched last year, but it is still like new in terms of their hair tool range. Like it's the newest hair tool that they have. And this is actually the gift edition. So it does come with the straightener and then 2 combs, whereas usually if you were to just purchase the Dyson Corrale, it would just come by itself. But because I got this over Christmas, it did come in this gift edition. I'm pretty sure that the Dyson website and also a few other places like Maya still have this gift edition. So if you were eyeing this edition or this set, you could probably pick it up still. But yeah, in this video, I just want to show you guys what came in this gift box and also just a closer look at the Dyson Corrale, because when I showcased it in my Christmas or what I got for Christmas video, a lot of you guys commented saying that you wanted a closer look at it just because you guys are obviously curious about it too. So yeah, in this video I'll show you what came in this gift set and then my overall thoughts and recommendations as to whether I think it's worth it, because this is quite hefty and I was really grateful and lucky to have received this as a gift, as a Christmas gift from my partner. It's not that I actually needed a hair straightener, like a new hair straightener. I had been using my GHD straightener and I've had that for like 5 going on probably 6 years now, and that's been working fine. But I did mention in that video, the what I got for Christmas video, that I got so frustrated with like the cord. It's just a big mess that I don't like dealing with when I'm trying to straighten my hair or trying to get ready to go out. So I love that this is cordless. So I'll just show you what came with the box and then I'll talk more about it. So first obviously is the Dyson Corrale straightener itself. So it's actually black and pink, whereas on websites and like images that I've seen, it looked grey and pink to me, and I think that's just from the lighting of the marketing and promotion when they advertise this. So I know with the Dyson Airwrap, I have the Dyson Airwrap and it's actually grey and pink too, so that's what I thought it would be. And I thought my partner had ordered like a different one or a special edition one, but he's like, no, this is like the only standard one. It's either this or the purple one. There's no grey one. So yeah, that's really interesting to know. I thought it would be the same. They'll keep within the theme of the grey and pink, just like with the Dyson hair dryers too. I think they're like dark grey and pink too. I mean, I'm not complaining. I like the black and the hot pink or purple to it. It just goes really well. It does come with a cord as well. So here is the cord that attaches to the hair straightener. So it just attaches really easily. It's a magnetic attachment, so just attach it like that, and you can use the straightener with the cord on it. So if you were styling your hair and you were styling it for a really long time, you can keep it plugged in just so you're not constantly running out of battery. So you can just take it off too. And it also comes with a little stand. This also has that little magnetic thing there too, so that part is the same as that. So this also charges your straightener, but you do have to plug this into this end just so the power can get through. So all of this is all magnetic, which I love. And then this obviously clicks into place with the bottom part there to charge it. So just rest it on like that. And it just rests on my vanity, and I love the way it looks, and it's just so nice to just easily just grab when I wanted to straighten my hair and then just pop it back on, and then it just keeps it charged at all times. So it also comes with a little travel pouch. So this really soft, I don't know what it's made out of. It's kind of like a microfiber / velvet type of material. It's so nice, and it just opens up like that. And inside we have a little pocket, so your hair straightener will sit in there. And this little dangly part here is actually a little slot for the little aeroplane mode. So I'll show you a bit later, but you have to deactivate it when you are traveling on an airplane, just to deactivate the lithium battery, I believe, inside. So that just stays in there. And then when you pop it in, you can just fold it up and tie it, which I think is really pretty. So that's the little travel pouch that it comes with. So I think those are the standard pieces that the Dyson Corrale comes with if you were to purchase it by itself. But because this is the gift edition, around Christmas time they released this, and it came with 2 brushes or 2 combs. So the first one is like a detangler, and this one here is, I think it's for like when you curl your hair and then you want to like kind of brush it out, but not to the point where like you brush it out completely with like a normal hairbrush. This one, because the teeth of it is really quite wide and it's just made out of like plastic, it's really easy to just like brush through the curls without ruining the curls. And then the second brush that it came with is this paddle brush here. So I don't know if you can see on camera, but you can probably hear it. It's kind of like a metal handle, which feels really nice to hold. And so this is just like a standard paddle brush. So it's really soft, and the bristles are just like, I think it's just like plastic. So yeah, this is really nice. So these two are the additional items that came with the gift set edition, and it's the same price as if you were to purchase the Dyson Corrale by itself. So why not just get a bonus hairbrush, 2 hairbrushes with it for the same price. I forgot to mention the Dyson Corrale. So the straightener here is actually 699 Australian dollars. So that is so much for a hair straightener. Like, I thought GHD was expensive when they were like $250, $300, but for this to be $699, it's a lot of money. That's why I never purchased it for myself, and I was just happy using my GHD straightener. But I was, yeah, very lucky that my partner actually got this for me for Christmas. So I do love the Dyson products, but they are just so hefty in price. Like, they are so luxurious. I would suggest to wait for a sale, because often, even like Sephora, they stock this as well, and they have 15%, 20% off sales. Doesn't go on sale too much, but when it does, definitely jump on it if you are thinking about it. And yeah, if you can wait, definitely wait for a sale, because you will save so much money. Like 10%, 15% off $699 is a lot of money that you can put towards something else. So yeah, but anyway, let's get into a closer look of it, and then I'll suggest my recommendations and everything. My first impression of this when I first held it is it's really, really weighty. It's actually really heavy compared to my GHD straightener. This is my GHD straightener here. So this one is, like, as I mentioned, 5 to 6 years old. So it's quite old. It still works fine, but as you can see, the cord on it is just like so tangled. It just gets way worse when I'm actually using it. You can see there's a huge difference in terms of width, like thickness, and also, I guess you can't tell, but I can definitely tell this is a lot weightier than this. So at the front here, we've got the buttons to turn it on and also to change the temperature. So with the Dyson Corrale, you have 3 temperatures, or 3 temperature settings. So the first one is 165 degrees Celsius. The second setting is 185 degrees Celsius. And then the third setting is 210 degrees Celsius. So I love the settings there. And then when I do want to curl my hair, I do change it to the 210 degrees Celsius just to keep the curl in a lot longer. So that's there. And then this one here is just like a little lock mechanism. So when you pinch it in, you pull it down and it just locks it in place. So if you were traveling or putting it in the travel pouch, you can keep it like that. It's just so it's like flat and flush. So you just, and to open it, you just push it up and then just expands like that. And then on the other side, it's just plain, but we do have a little aeroplane mode there. So as I mentioned earlier with the travel pouch, it does have like a little pocket for it. So when you are traveling with the Dyson Corrale, you do have to deactivate or activate the airplane mode with it, because it does have a lithium battery in it, and that's how it can be used cordless. That's why it is quite weighty too. So to activate the airplane mode, all you do is just pull it out, and it's really easy. Just pull it out like that, and you can see the wire just sticks out like that. Hopefully you can see. And when you are traveling, you don't want this to be like knocking on things or getting caught on things in your luggage. So it does come with that little travel pouch. So when you pull it out, you can lock it back in place, so as I showed you earlier. And then in order to store it into the travel pouch, you just take that little bit here. So that little pocket, it also has like a little aeroplane on it. So it's got like a little slit there, and all you do is just line it up and it just hugs that wire, and that little slot just goes in like that. So you've got your little airplane mode protector there, and then you just put that into the pouch. So it's just got the little home or little pocket for it, and then you just close it up, so just fold it. So it's all tied up, and even the ribbon has Dyson on it. So that little touch is just so luxurious that I love the little attention to detail, and even it says it there too. So yeah, that's it all stored away in its little travel pouch. So then when you get to your destination, you just take it out and unlock it there, and you just pop it back in. It's super easy. Just push it back in, and then now you can use it. So I love that it's so user-friendly. It's very easy to use, and when you want to turn it on, there's that on button just above the lock mechanism, and you just hold it on and see how the battery there comes up. You just want to adjust your settings. So it tells you, do you want a higher setting or lower setting? So because I pressed the plus, it went to 185, and there's actually like a little, hopefully you can see like a little loading bar. It's slowly just loading there. You can just push it down to put it to 165. So as I mentioned, it's 165, 185, and then 210 degrees Celsius. And it heats up super, super fast. Like that's already heated up. So it gives you like a little tick and that little bing noise, which I love. It's kind of like a phone. It's really high tech. And then it shows you on screen how much battery is left and what temperature it's at. Yeah, it's really easy to use. If you want to just move it up to 185 degrees, you just press the plus and it's already heated up again. And then to move it up again to 210, you just press the plus again. So it's really user-friendly, and yeah, it's already heated. So it just heats up so, so quickly. And then in order to turn it off, you just hold the on button or the off button. So it's an on-off button, it's the same thing. So you just hold it down and then, yeah, it just turns off. So the screen will go black or blank when it's not on. And it's still actually red. You probably can't see because of my lights, but the light of the on-off button is still red, and that means it's still warm. So when it fully cools down, that little button there will turn off, so it won't be red anymore. The main feature of this, not only is it cordless, so you can use it wherever you are, so you can take this to the bathroom or to the bedroom. If you don't have a power point near you, you can just style it anywhere. But another feature of this is the plates itself. They're actually quite large, and it just grips onto your hair. So you can see how they're like kind of squished together. So that little technology or feature of it is really, really advanced. It grips onto your hair. So, you know, sometimes when you straighten your hair and you get like a chunk and it kind of just like, as you get towards the bottom of your hair, the hair kind of just like falls out. So if I show you just an example, I'll get a bit of hair. So if I was to just straighten my hair like this, see how at the top it's fine, it's still in the plates, but then as I pull my hair down, see how it starts separating, and then it starts, this part here is falling out of the plates. So it doesn't grip onto the hair. See how like some hair pieces have just fallen out as I get to the bottom of my hair? Whereas with the Dyson Corrale, if I get the same piece again and I show you, so the same strand, see it's thin at the top, and then as I pull it down, it's keeping it in the plate. It's not separating, it's still the same. So hopefully you guys can see that. See how it's not moving, it's not coming out on the sides or anything, it's just staying there. So that's what I love about these flexi plates, I think they're called. They're just so good at gripping onto the hair, and it just makes your hair so silky smooth. Like I straightened my hair just before this video, and that's how I get this kind of like shiny look to it. A lot of you guys ask what I put in my hair, what products I use, but it's honestly just this that makes it look so shiny on camera anyway. So I really, really love this. My initial impressions and first impressions, and after using it for a couple of months since Christmas, is I absolutely love this. Like comparing to this, like I had no idea what I was missing out on until I started using this. I mean, this was fine for me, and of course I would have to just go through over my hair a couple of times, but I thought that was quite normal. But with this, and because it is a lot larger, like you'll see the difference in size in terms of the plates. Like this is quite narrow, whereas this is quite thick, and it grips onto the hair a lot more. I don't have to go over my hair as often as I did with this, so it's less damage, and also I can straighten my hair a lot quicker with this because I can grab larger chunks and it won't fall out because of the larger plates and the flexi plates. So as you can see, I really, really love this. And another thing, the cord, this frustrated me so much because I have my hair dryer and everything in the same area too. It just got tangled with all that, and I just got so annoyed. So with the Dyson Corrale, it does have a 30-minute battery life, so you can keep it unplugged and use it for 30 minutes. But I mean, that's ample time to be styling your hair. But I guess if you have like thicker hair than me or like longer hair than me, you might need it for longer. So that in that case, I would suggest using this and just keeping it plugged in. Obviously, just like a normal hair straightener, it just stays plugged in like that and it won't run out of battery. Or if you are, for example, just styling sections of your hair and you are setting it down here and there, you can just leave it in the docking station. So keeping this plug in there, and then whenever you set it down, it will just keep charging it. So that's just like another way to keep the battery up if 30 minutes wasn't enough for you. But I mean, for me and my everyday use and what I use it for, this probably gets me through a week. Like one charge gets me through a week. Another thing with the battery is that it has a auto shut off. So if you were to leave it idle for 10 minutes, it does shut off after 10 minutes. So that's a good thing about it. So you don't risk burning your house down by leaving it on. So if you do accidentally leave it on, it will just shut off. And I know a lot of hair straighteners out there do that. Like with my GHD one too, it will just shut off after probably 10 minutes too. So yeah, but that's just like a nice little feature to it and good to know. So the only main cons for me with the Dyson Corrale is the weight to it. So not only is it a bit cumbersome and something to get used to when you are styling your hair with it, because it is quite significantly weightier compared to some of the other hair straighteners out there, but also if you were traveling with it, it will take up quite a bit of space and like weight in your carry-on luggage, because I know with carry-on luggage it is quite limiting to how much you can carry on or take on with you. So it's around like 7 kilos that you can take interstate anyway, and so this would take up a fair bit amount, like not like a kilo or anything, but it does take up like 300 grams to 500 grams for it. But still, that's a significant chunk out of the 7 kilos that you can take on with your carry-on luggage. So that's the first con. The second con, and the only other con that I can think of with this, is the price tag. So as I mentioned, this retails for $699 in Australia. That's Australian dollars. And that is such a hefty price tag to pay for a hair straightener. Like no other hair straighteners in the market cost around this ballpark figure at all. Like they're all within like the $300 mark, maybe $400 at most, but I haven't seen any that retails for like $700. So that is a huge con. But to be fair, I think the technology behind it, it's so unique, it's so out there. Like no other company out there has come out with something like this, with the flex plates, with the OLED screen and everything to it. Like it's just so high tech, like the cordless hair straightener, everything about it's so high tech, and it's like the first of the market. So obviously you're going to be paying a premium, and obviously it's Dyson, so their products are so expensive anyway, and they're very luxurious. So that's what you're paying for. So I mean, with the price tag, it is a con, but I would suggest waiting for a discount or like a sale happening where you can purchase it for a lesser price. So yeah, that's just the two cons for me. Other than that, all the other pros about it just outweigh the cons for me. Like I'm happy to live with packing less with me when I travel, and also I'm quite used to the weight of it now when I style my hair. And with the price tag, obviously I didn't have to worry about paying for it because my partner was very generous and purchased it for me for Christmas. But I mean, if he hadn't, and if I'd used it and I knew how much I loved it, I would definitely go out and buy it myself. So I would definitely recommend this to any hair lover out there, anyone who loves styling their hair. Even like for me, I don't love styling my hair, but I do like to every now and again, and I mostly just straighten it just to get any kinks out. But this to me is still really worth it. I don't think I can speak any more highly of the Dyson Corrale. It's just my holy grail hair straightener now, and I honestly could not live without it. Like if this broke, I would definitely go out and buy one. Actually, first I would get a warranty for it because it's still under a year. But if, just say I had it for like 2-3 years and it broke for whatever reason, I would definitely just go out and buy one. Or if I lost this, I would just go out and buy one. So yeah, that's the Dyson Corrale and my overall thoughts on it. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree. Would you go out and buy it yourself? Do you think it's worth it? I'd love to hear what you guys think. But yeah, that's all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to see you back in future videos. I have a lot more content planned, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye!